In this video, I'm going to show you how to embed your chatbot within the contents of a web page. To embed our bot, we'll need to use some simple HTML. The code needed to accomplish this is available through the Botpress documentation. So let's go ahead and copy that to our clipboard. For the purpose of this example, I'll be modifying this HTML on GitHub and then deploying it to a GitHub page. But this should work on any website where you can modify its HTML. So I'm going to go ahead and paste my code here, and before we can continue, there are a few fields we need to modify. Let's start over here with bot ID and client ID. You'll need to replace these two values with the value of your bot. You can find them over here. So let's return to our Botpress dashboard and find the bot that we'll want to embed. In the Integrations tab, under Web Chat Settings, Pre-configured and Configurable, you'll be able to find your bot ID and your client ID. So let's go ahead and copy them to our clipboard and replace the values over here. So I'll do that once for bot ID, and I'll do the same thing for my client ID. This way, we know it's going to get the correct bot every time. Awesome. Next, we can adjust some of the text that will appear around our bot. So if we scroll down to the styling section of this code, there are a few fields we can replace. For example, bot name will change its name. I'll call it Bob. Composer placeholder is where our user is going to type, so I'll say, talk to me. And in bot conversation description, we can change the subtitle of our bot. This will appear right below your bot's name. So I'll say, enjoy your time. Cool. Adjusting the styling of your embedded bot works a lot like adjusting the styling of any other web chat deployment. To do this, we'll use the web chat styler to generate a style sheet that we can then paste into our code. I've already done one here, so let me generate the link, copy it to my clipboard, and then place it back in our code over here. So once again, in our styling section, we see a field called Style Sheet, and I'm going to replace that with the one that we just generated. Awesome. There are also a few other options you can play around with in this code, so if you're familiar with CSS, feel free to get creative on your own. Now that we're done with the coding portion of this task, let's test it out. I've committed my changes to GitHub, which means that the web page should reflect these changes. So I'll click into this page over here, and there we have it, a bot embedded inside a web page. Awesome. Happy bot building!